So today is demo day for our fix and flip project here in Locust Valley. We're gonna go swing some sledgehammers, but before we do that, I wanna let you guys know that we're going to be breaking down inbound and outbound prospecting, what its differences, what are some pros and cons of it. But before we do that, what day is it?
It's pumpkin spice day!
And this is not being sponsored by Starbucks.
Cheese muffin, pumpkin scone. There's so many pumpkin things.
All right, so we got our basic bitch drinks. We have arrived on location. But before we go on a quick tour of there and start demolishing stuff, I want to break down the difference between outbound sales and inbound sales. What's up, buddy? You want to tell the difference? All right. So basically, outbound sales is anything that requires active pounding the pavement or going out there and actually trying to generate relationships, right? So whether it be cold calling, geo calls, right? So circle prospecting through a neighborhood, asking if anybody's looking to buy, sell, or invest, right? Calling expires, calling for sale by owners, calling for rent by owners, calling pre-foreclosures if that's a little niche that you're in, right? So it's anything that requires your physical time of going out there and trying to generate those relationships. Inbound sales is anything that you're doing to create passive leads to you, right? So whether it be postcarding, whether it be a Zillow Premier Agent, Realtor.com, Facebook ads, Google pay-per-click, the Make It Rain program with EXP, right? That's all getting leads to you. So those are inbound conversions compared to outbound conversions. So those are the key differences between those two. And now we're gonna start breaking down some of the pros and cons of both, so you can figure out which one is best for you, or if you wanna mix and match.
No,
What can I
finish.
No, wait, what can I make?
That's already.
Building up that sweat equity. So with that being said, let's break down the pros and cons of outbound sales prospecting, right? Or outbound prospecting. So some of the, in my opinion, the pros outweigh the cons. So let's break that down. So one of the pros of outbound sales or outbound prospecting is that it will build your sales skills. It will build your ability to speak to strangers. It also kind of halts that fear of rejection that a lot of us have, right? So you're going to be able to develop past that. You're going to be able to meet new people. You're going to get a good feel for what it's like to actually be in sales, so that when you're doing the other aspects of real estate, like showing and all that stuff, you feel a lot more comfortable when it comes to working with strangers, right? So that's the first pro. The second pro is that it's relatively cost effective. You're not going to be spending an arm and a leg compared to some of these inbound methods, right? So like Zillow, Facebook ads, all these different online advertising, or let's say a billboard, that all costs a lot of money, right? It's going to cost you a lot of money to get those impressions, you can say. Where outbound, it's all based on you. You got to put in the sweat equity, you got to put in the work, and it's really going to improve your sales skills, and also on the other side, allow you to really build connection and build up that book of business, right? So some of the cons are, yes, it's going to take a lot of work. You're actually going to have to go from door to door. You're going to get cursed out sometimes. You're going to have to deal with rejection. Those kind of things, in my opinion, are what halt people a lot in the beginning of their career, because they automatically invest their money into Zillow and don't really know how to convert, right? So with that being said, this is going to teach you how to convert. It's going to teach you how to eat. And if you can do this, you can literally do anything, right? So if you can do outbound sales, you can. Inbound sales is going to be a breeze for you. Every type of sales is going to be a breeze for you. Networking is going to be a breeze for you. Connecting to strangers is going to be a breeze for you. All right, so that is the pros and cons of outbound sales. I'm going to go get back to work, and then we'll bring you the pros and cons that come with inbound sales. I leaned on this and almost died. We just finished up our reno for today. We have a lot of work to do. There's a lot of work that needs to be done on this house, but I'm excited to show you guys and share the journey with you guys. So with that being said, let's start focusing on inbound prospecting, right? So we talked about the pros and cons of outbound. Now let's talk about the pros and cons of inbound. So some of the pros are that you don't have to put any hard work into it. The leads are kind of coming to you. So you're sending out mailers, the leads are calling you. You're doing the Facebook ads, the leads are calling you. so on and so forth with Zillow Premier, Realtor.com, Make It Rain program. Those are all inbound prospecting methods, right? So the leads come to you and you have to call them. So that's a pro. You don't have to do any groundwork, right? The another pro is that if you have a good nest egg or you have a lot of money, this could be super profitable, right? So most people, they start off with outbound prospecting, and then they eventually get into inbound prospecting, because it's basically you're getting leads while you're sleeping, while you're doing other things, and all you have to do is just make the calls, right? Some of the cons is that it could be kind of pricey, right? Facebook ads aren't, pennies on the dollar anymore. They are pretty expensive. Zillow Premier has raised their price significantly, like $500 to $1,000 might only get you like 4 leads, 5 leads, depending on your area, right? So, the prices can go sky high. Some of these methods are slow turnaround, but could be pretty pricey, like mailers or billboards, right? Like those are more branding centric. The beauty of this, another pro, is that you're going to get a lot of impressions, which is also very, very good. So I'm going to drive to the haircut place right now, and then we'll go into the which one do I like, or how can you mix and match both of these to basically improve your business. So when it comes to which one is better, outbound or inbound, I think it all depends on what phase of your business you're in, right? So if you're in the newer phase of your business, you may not have a lot of capital to burn, I highly recommend outbound sales, right? Outbound prospecting is probably the easiest way, the most cost-effective way to get your book of business up and running, start networking, start connecting, start, making things happen. And then once things start happening, then it's time to start investing little by little into inbound prospecting, so you can start getting people calling you, and then eventually you can completely outsource that outbound prospecting, and then eventually just make everything inbound, right? Which one you need to choose is all depending on your style. Me personally, my outbound is door knocking around mega open houses and open houses, right? So the open house is an amazing way of doing both, right? Killing two birds with one stone, you can say, right? Because you can door knock around the neighborhood, which is outbound prospecting, but then you also sit in the house where people are coming to you, and that's another way of building your book of business. So for me personally, I like doing open houses, mega open houses, and just getting people in that way. And then also door knocking around them, and then doing some cold calling campaigns. But then I also do inbound with Facebook ads and the Make It Rain program, right? So that's my marketing and prospecting mix. But whatever feels comfortable for you, whatever scripts or ways of getting business that you really like, I recommend that you kind of focus on that, because some people don't like cold calling. It's not for them. It's not that they're not about that life. And some people are really great at cold calling. Me personally, I'm not a great cold caller. I do it. I've done it a lot, but I'm not like a huge fan of it. I prefer door knocking, community events, networking. And look, see you guys later. So yeah, that's me, right? This is brought to you by Design for Agents, and e-commerce geared to making sure you have what you need to succeed in your real estate business. If you want to go check out 40 plus free hours of educational content, go check us out at designforagents.com. We have a free course on how to run Facebook ads, and we also have a lot of great products that will help you organize, market yourself, and basically take your business to the next level. So go check it out.
Where do we go from here? Don't let it rule you.
So what is your prospecting mix, guys? Let me know in the comments below, because remember, sharing is caring, and we're all about sharing on this channel and trying to build community, because remember, collaboration over competition, right? My prospecting mix, again, is Google ads or Make It Rain program, Facebook ads as my passive way of getting leads, and then my active way of getting leads is door knocking around open houses and mega open houses, because I do enjoy that method. I feel like it's a great way of drumming up conversation and building connection with the neighbors and building community. And it's kind of like passive and also aggressive, because I am door knocking, but at the same time I'm sitting at my open house and people are just coming through the door. It's worked for me immensely. I enjoy it. Also, I do cold calling for expireds in specific areas. I don't cold call all expireds. I only cold call people that are going to be in my niche area. All right, guys. So there you have it. That's the difference between inbound prospecting and outbound prospecting. I hope this was helpful for you guys. If it was, please leave a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. So with that being said, guys, go out there, make things happen. Make sure you have a great prospecting mix and you're not just focusing all your eggs in one basket. And I'll see you guys in the next video.